Good morning. Welcome to Nevermind, the Furthermore for Monday, April 25th, 2022. And when it's cold, holy cats, get yourself some hot coffee and we'll see you in about a minute.
10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
Oh, that's so much better. Oh my goodness, yes. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Combing sideburns down. Anyway, hope you're having a great Monday so far and hope you're looking forward to a great week. We've had a good morning already. Hope you have too. And we're glad to tell you that all kinds of things going on here. First of all, let's talk about our sponsors. And one is the Rising Tide Publications. With new books coming out. Keep your eyes out for The Terrors, hopefully available later this summer, and also Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Did you see that array of great covers in that promo? Those were real covers. They weren't just made up and hoping they'll fool somebody into thinking they really do them. No, Jeffrey Hayes is busy as hell. He did over 120 covers just last year alone. And if you want to get on his schedule, then go check out his Facebook page for Plasma Fire Graphics and follow that up with a visit to plasmafiregraphics.com. Check out more examples and then contact him directly for his indie creator-friendly pricing. He can handle all of your graphics needs for whatever your creative project is. That's Plasma Fire Graphics, so the look of your book matters to you because it definitely matters to your readers. And we are also saying hello to our Patreon supporters. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly. And many of these people have their own Patreon accounts that deserve your attention as well. But if you want to help the rising tide in broadcasting and in publications, and also if you just want to see your name on here, $1 a month helps so much. And we've already published our blog for today, Hard at Work on Thursdays, where we give a progress report and all kinds of news. And if you want to get in on all that, check us out at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. I insist. Anyway, just want to tell you, boy, you thinking a couple weeks ago, we got this book put out by by Prose Press, and we're excited because I've always wanted to be published by Prose, and it's a bucket list kind of thing. So I'm really happy with this one. It's The Blue Circle. Len Stafford is a inventor millionaire by day and freelance social engineer by night. He fights crime, but with the help of a panel of reformed criminals who are his men in the field and sometimes just consultants. But anyway, he wouldn't make a move without them. Together, they are the Blue Circle. And I'm there with James Blakey and Quentin R. Castle, creating 3 brand new stories for your entertainment. I think you'll dig that book. It's available on Amazon, as is this. Was just released over the weekend. If you like space opera and old-time radio, you will love Major Marjorie. Marjorie Pettis is the leading light of radio broadcasting. Her sci-fi adventures thrill thousands and thousands of listeners every day. But what people don't know is that the adventures that she has on her show mirror her real-life activities as protector of the planet. And it's created by Tim Bruckner, and there are some great stories in here by Clyde Hall, Jim Beard, Alessia Kent, and myself. Edited by Charles F. Millhouse. Please pick this up. This is also available from Amazon as well as Stormgate Press at stormgatepress.com. I am excited. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we just picked up a show this morning. We'll have more news on that later, though. We're going to get to your comments because you got all kinds of cool stuff to talk about, I'm sure. And Nick Tockert is here, as always, our pre-show guy. Good morning, Nevermornings. We are swinging in, to the Nevermind the Furthermore pre-show with Vim and Vigor. I love those two. Vim is funny as hell. He really is. Nick Tockert says, I'm delighted to see the start of another week of creative progress. Me too, brother. But before we roll through the miscellaneous merriment managed mightily by the Morris Monster, be sure to hit that like, share this on all platforms, and subscribe like your life depended on it, because it might very well. There are people who get cranky when you don't subscribe, and Cookie may be one of them. So yes, please subscribe. You never know. We may put out something you like. Now, let's get to the accountability and morning question. Accountability. The simple spear is at 1,700 plus words. Excellent. I am working on expanding out my Dusk Falls over Ravencleft Gorge campaign for the local library's teen program. That's awesome. That is beautiful. And later this week. Now, my question, how are you marketing your brand? I believe in paying it forward, says Nick, and bringing folks positivity ahead of action, sharing expertise and encouragement long before I promote my stuff. So I just had a wonderful appearance on Radio Retro Future, which relates to news Brian has. I will also be on Dispatches from Outside the Box Tuesday at 9 on Raging 2 talking RPGs. Excellent. Well, if Michaela has accountability, I am still editing The Terrors. People who were on my Patreon already got a sneak peek at it. I have radically rewritten Chapter 5 in order to increase the mystery of one character who will appear at the end of the book, but is mentioned at the beginning. And I'm also going to establish more firmly the lines of criminal ascension, I guess it'd be the criminal ranks in Raceway City. It took a week to rewrite it to my satisfaction, but I'm real happy with how it turned out. And now we get back into the heart of the story, where a mysterious red-haired man is going to be being real menacing to the former Kid Terror. So anyway, I'm doing that. And like I said, if Michaela's on tonight, I will try to be on that show. Speaking of Radio Retro Future, they will be on this Wednesday on Nevermind the Furthermore, as things stand now. And let's see what else. And other than that, I'm consulting with somebody on a comic script. I'm going to give him the Cindy Kep treatment, and we all know how well that turned out. So, and we've got all kinds of stuff coming up. I'm going to be working on my newsletter this week for my not my Patreon, but my subscribers, my newsletter subscribers. So if you want, go to risingtide.pub and check out where you can sign up for the monthly newsletter. It is free, and you'll get all kinds of news and stuff that you won't get anywhere else. But anyway, Nick, proud of you, brother. So very proud of you. And thank you for last week, man. Seriously, for all you do. And Charles Millhouse, yay! Good morning, all. Welcome to another glorious week. I love that kind of optimism, Charles. Mwah. Good to see you. Hope you and Marianne have a fantastic week. And I am my brand. So, prostitution, There's a reason why it's the oldest profession. It still works, Nita. Love you. Mwah. Don't forget, at 11 o'clock, you all are to abandon me and go to Ragin' 2 on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel, too, also. Endorsed by me. And that doesn't kill your chances. Nothing will. Sent you the DM, too, Nita. Hope you get time to read it. Anyway, check out their show every 11 o'clock. They've got all kinds. Actually, Ragin' 2 has a wealth of great programming, and I was fortunate enough to be on Sunday Funnies yesterday with Randy Zimmerman. That was a blast, as always, as we cranky old men talk about comics. Anyway, love you, Anita. Love you. Hope you can see you're having a great day. And Nick Tucker says, thus far, as I wait for Luke Stone's lovely wife to proofread the full version of the Hybrids RPG, I am working on condensed version using the base plus 2 engine slated after the simple spear is out. That is beautiful. Nita, you just keep putting that creativity out. Yes, we are all watching as Nita puts out. Anyway, good morning, Charles from Nick. And I also may be DMGMing a new campaign elsewhere, and well, steampunk is an old love. I hear you. I totally hear you. And Charles says, good morning to Nick. And Carl said, did Nick just tell Nita to keep putting out? That's what I'm hearing, but it could be just the way I hear things. So, and wake and bake, folks. Time to grab some coffee while Brian gets this party started. Exactly. If you don't have one of these nearby, you aren't living your best life. You know what I'm saying? And good morning, everyone, from Carl Wisman and a Holy Poop Pre-Show. Or as we like to think of it, Amber Herding. Anyway, Michaela, are you going to have a show tonight? Let the people know. And Charles says hello, and Region 2 says, well, this chat just became TVMA and TZLSV. My job here is done. You know, Heather Ellen had a wonderful graphic up over the weekend, and I hope you caught her show last night too. It's always great. But anyway, she had a thing about in every group it was to the effect of in every group there is somebody who can take whatever you're saying and make it naughty, and she is your person. And I replied, I said, well, I'm glad you're doing it because I can't be everywhere. So God, thank God she has taken up the slack for me. But anyway, definitely check out Ragin' 2. I love these ladies. And hey, everyone, how are you? What big goals have you put off that you need to accomplish this week? I haven't put off anything. I'm still hammering at them. But, you know, sometimes it seems, you know, like you can't catch a break, right? You feel like you push and all you get is push back. And every now and then the universe says, you know, we still love you. The tide's got to come in the tide's got to go out before it can come in again. And here's a little reward for waiting. I got one this morning. Got one over the weekend with the announcement of Major Marjorie. Really excited by that. Going to be a great book. And I'm really fortunate that I got invited to be a part of that. Plus, we are on a crossroads that we're going to talk to our Patreon subscribers about our $5 and up people. Where do I go next? I want to do another first draft flash fiction novel, but I'm going to let everyone else decide what it will be. But anyway, we'll post that later for them. Anyway, Michaela, we love you, and we hope you're doing well. And apparently, I need to keep putting out. Yes, you do, Nita, and keep the videos. We get very lonely here, and I second that motion. Nita. Meeting adjourned. Asked, answered, and decided upon. Nita's putting out, and you can hear her. You can watch her put out today with Daphne Lage at 11 o'clock on the Ragin' 2 Broadcast Network. Be sure to sign up for that. Love you too, and glad to say that I'm not putting anything off right now, and I am too busy. Carl, good for you. I keep saying, and everyone who's in this position agrees, that there was a time when nobody cared how much idle time you have. The fact that you're too busy speaks volumes. It means you're doing this right. So when Michaela has to skip a week because she's getting her 4th book ready and she got the draft done, yay! Okay? That's a good thing. I'm busy as hell. I mean, I'm starting to resent little things in real life that I've got to do. It's like laundry again. I did it last week, damn it. That sort of thing. So I do it knowing I can get back to my writing today, and I'm going to do it later on. And I'm excited because we're getting the terrors put together, and at the same time, we're doing this kind of a side project in the same time, where we're going to use that down the road in a crowdfunding campaign. And I hear y'all rolling your eyes. Oh God, not a crowdfunding campaign. Yes, a crowdfunding campaign, because we want to reach new readers, and we've got a plan for that. Now, speaking of crowdfunding, I haven't checked this morning, but Eric Hawkins and Brian Rodman, please do not forget them. Oh my darling. In fact, I actually prepared for once. Zombie World of Oz is still looking for supporters on Kickstarter, and you can please take a screenshot of that and type that out. It's a Kickstarter shortcut address, or go to Kickstarter.com and look for Zombie World of Oz or Eric S. Hawkins. It will be awesome. And the nebulizer number 2, last I checked, was about call it 70% towards reaching their initial goal of $3,000. And I told Brian he would fund within a day. I was wrong, but I still would like to see him fund 2 days. Again, take a screen capture and check that out. Put an HTTPS colon 2 slashes ahead of that. But check out bit.ly /Mighthead. All right. It is a story about a young person in a post-apocalyptic world wearing his nebulizer suit with a feisty AI who sounds a lot like someone I know. Anyway, please check that out. It's going to be a brilliant book. And by the way, I just got my copy of... oh, yes. I'm one of the fortunate people who got their copy of Memoirs of an Angel. That is the variant cover by Braxton Gaither. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. So is the interior. Brian did a super job on this book, and I'm going to be reading this later, because I'll be surprised if I don't review that for this Thursday on Comic Book Spectrum. Why, look at that. We'll be here Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Eric S. Hawkins. Clyde Hall will be taking a week off. He's got some writing he's got to get done. Brian Rahman and Joe D. McPhee. It's going to be fun, and we're going to make a comic lover out of you yet. Anyway, let's see what else we've got here. And let's see. Where's the last? Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. And Carl Weston says, although I did put off publishing Donna's latest book so I could finish with 2 cover creation jobs, she might not be too happy with me. I think someone's getting lunch today, Carl. You know what I'm saying? And from that's a Small Press Publisher Morning. Hope all is well. Hope you are doing well too, Joe. Good to see you as always. Check out his show, 10 p.m. On YouTube. Please subscribe to his channel too. And good morning, Skunk Rocker brother. Mwah! Hope you are having a wonderful day, my friend. Hope all is well with you. And Michaela mocks Carl with her laughter. And morning, Brian. You look unhappy with the thumbnail. Well, it was meant to be provocative. I'm actually in a good mood. Had a few moments last week, but this morning things are going swimmingly, and I have fresh coffee, so this stuff is hot. Oh, I feel it sliding right over my ulcer. It's great. Oh God. Anyway, but no, I've got dinner planned for Cookie, or she planned it, and we're going to execute it. And we're gonna have some fun this morning, right? In the next 60 minutes. And Jody and Skunk was greeted by Carl. And hey, Skunk, what's up? And everyone saying hello. And this is definitely a Monday. That's for sure. Skunk, I am so sorry to hear that, because I know what that means for you. Hopefully it won't mean another bleeping 20-hour day like you had last week, brother. And Carl was saying, hey, Donna is not here today, so she gets no say in matters, off having breakfast with her sister again. Well, that is good news. I'm glad to see that. So, Carl, you get a stay of execution. And morning, y'all, from Region 2 Broadcast Network. Please subscribe to that YouTube channel. And poor Carl, all alone with Calvin and his claws. And that's what Small Press Publisher says hello. And Calvin got bored and went downstairs waiting to hear a boom or something. Or I believe it's called an earth-shattering kaboom, Carl. And morning, Joe. That's what we've got. Yeah. And the thumbnail today looks like BK saw the pre-show chat. No, I love it when you guys put me way behind before I get here. Anyway, I don't even know where to begin with all the whining I want to do today, so I won't do any. You can whine a little, brother. Just pick one and we'll listen. You know that. And yeah, he's going to be upset with you guys. Whatever, says Carl. He doesn't care. And sorry to hear your day started out so badly, Skunk. And there he is, Glenn Fleming. Yay, Brian's back. Brian! Glenn! Who is the author of this wonderfully edited book? Jack Kirby. A personal journey, words and pictures, profusely illustrated, photographically and artistically. Comes with a DVD commemorating Glenn's visit to the home of the King of Comics. This guy, if he didn't create it, he's inspired it. Jack Kirby was a titan, and Glenn Fleming got to spend some time with him. Lucky Glenn. And so please check this book out. It's available right now on demand in Indiegogo.com. And hi, everyone. Glenn, it was a hoot to be on the show with you yesterday. Had so much fun. And Charles Millhouse says his finals week here at Ohio University. 1 week off. 1 week, then off for the summer. Yeah. Charles is going to be partying down this summer and also doing the full-time writing thing, too. And who edited your new book, Brian? I know a good one. I do too. Actually, Charles F. Millhouse edited The Major Marjorie. Cookie, my wife, edited The New Adventures of the Blue Circle. Now, some people have noted that my name comes first on the cover. That was not my idea. I don't even think Cookie had a hand in it. If I had my way, my name would have come further down the list so as not to show any favoritism or nepotism because my wife edited and laid out the book. And if you think for once, no, actually she didn't do the cover. That's right. She did not do the cover. So that wasn't even her doing. Now, that was the publisher who put the order, who made the order. Now, having said that, now if anyone thinks that I am cut any slack because Cookie was my editor, ask anyone that knows Cookie. In fact, if anything, it's probably harder on me than it was for the other two because she doesn't care about my feelings. So, yeah. And Rita Diaz says Glenn Fleming. I think it's a drink that Glenn, or that Ted Davies makes, isn't it? And here we go. Please keep your hands and feet inside the car during the whole ride. Otherwise, they will probably be outside the ride forever. And Carl is being laughed at by Michaela. And I'm most pleased with the energy that is running through today's chat. As am I, Nick. You're doing your job well, sir. And good morning, Nevermore. It's Rick Bradley. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, are we going to see R&D Gaming tonight? Please say yes. And it's freaking Monday. Wahoo! Yes! And minor correction, I will be on Dispatches next week. Oh, okay, that's cool. Nick, keep us posted. And thank you for sharing this, Ryan Permisson. Always a pleasure. And if you are falling off a cliff, might as well try to fly. Nick, you don't have anything else to do, right? Anyway, and Tidbits and Scribbles will be next week. Okay, Michaela, it sounds like I'm getting a full night's sleep 2 nights in a row. What's that like? Anyway, thank you for letting me know, Michaela. And, hey, there she is, Brianna K. Wielder. Hey, how's everyone doing? Mwah! We are so glad to see you, Brianna. And if you've got anything to promote, put that in the comments because we love getting everyone's information out to everyone else. And good morning, Nevermore. So how are you? We are well, and follow Ryan and I quote on Linktree and get all of his contact information. And next week, Mikhail, okay, we'll save it all up for you. I'm saving mine up too. And Ryan says, if you want to be a guest on the I quote, that's his great interview show where they you can promote your projects and have some great conversation with Ryan. It's Saturdays at noon Eastern, but he can pre-record if you want. So go to that Calendly address and put your name in there. And Kate W. Hawkins, good to see you, Kate. Hope your morning is going well. Are you holding up a funny book there? I hope so, or a book or some sort. Let's talk about it. And in case you missed it, check out the latest episode of I Quote with writer Michaela Jade, who we adore. Check that out. Good stuff. Good stuff. And speaking of good stuff, that was his stripper name in high school. How he's doing in high school, that's sick. Anyway, I meant college. Anyway, Eric Hawkins, good morning to you, Eric. Hope you're doing well this morning. And John Celestri, always a pleasure. Good morning, Brian K. And never mind the Furthermores. Furthermores, I am glad to have you here, John. Check out John Celestri. He does a lot of great broadcasting. And oh my God, the art. Are you still on In Demand at Indiegogo? Check out, let's see. It's a good thing I don't clean off this table very often. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Bloodwing Angel. Gotta see if I can do this without making everything blunt. Okay, hold on. I know I gotta do this. Anyway, check out Bloodwing Angel. Check out Bloodwing Angel. It's a good book. It's got like art in it too. Yep, look, it's got art in it and boobies. Anyway, it really is a good book. It's a lot of fun. John's a genius. Anyway, we're glad you're here, John. Hope you're having a good morning. And check out the interview with veteran voice actor Doug Stone from Mask, among others, on Ryan's show. And Rick Bradley said, did you know that the Mario Brothers game was not the first appearance of our favorite plumber Mario? His first appearance was in the game Donkey Kong, and he was a carpenter, and his name was Jumpman. That is true. That is great. Find out more bites of video game information tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time and 8 p.m. 7 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. Eastern, right? On R&D Gaming, there's the author page on Facebook. Check that out, and please, please, please subscribe to his YouTube channel. I want to see some support for Rick and his son Donovan. They're doing this father-son thing. I'm so excited with that. And in case you missed it, check out the debut of Comic Books, The New Class with Crayley and Ryan on YouTube there. And shout out to Ted Davies for hooking me up with The Phantom Stranger and the Phantom Comics. Cool. Yeah, and the thing is, the Phantom has had a really long time presence in comics. It's been published by Dell, Gold Key, Charlton, and DC Comics, a little bit of Marvel. And over in Australia, the Phantom is basically their Batman. That's not to say they've got like 15 Phantom titles out every month, but he's popular as hell, as he should be. And anyway, Ryan, we are grateful you're a part of this community too. You have a safe and productive day, or at least a productive day. Sometimes not being safe is fun. Anyway, morning, John Celester and Eric Hawkins. And Rick Riley says, oh, and I also sell books. Let's hope so. Check out my author page at that address there, and you can sink your claws in the Nightmare Collective, eat some apple pie with Marvin's Night Out, bask in the glory of the award-winning Pulp Reality #1, and try and hide from the tales of the weird and strange. And good morning, Joe D. from the Small Press Publisher, and big goals, asked Joe D. McPhee. I still have to finish the module, but that was not put off because of anything other than the launch of issue #7 of Amazonia. Oh, have you launched already? Ooh. Give us a link. Or actually, check this out. You can at least sign up for it at this address here. I forgot. I planned for you too. Check it out. You can sign up there, and if it hasn't launched yet, you'll be alerted as to when it does, and you can make your pledge there. Okay, that's exciting. And Nick Tucker says, Brian, if there's anyone in the area who desperately deserves a comic payday, it's Brian K. Morris. I don't know about that. I think about other people, and I'll wait my turn in line. I want you to get one, brother. You deserve it more than anyone I know, I think. In Region 2 says, I'm still here. Had to grab breakfast, mac and cheese. Oh, the breakfast of champions there. Good for you. And I was thinking McGillicuddy's would make a great breakfast for me. And John B. Pica, good morning, Multiverse. Say their friends and foes. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you, John Pica. JohnPica.com. And check out cerealbox.fun. Sign up for his YouTube channel. He's amazing. Got some incredible programming there. And Groovy Nita was worried about the output you were setting up with a Stonely fans. Okay. And Jody, I think you may be dramatically overthinking the module. Oh, yeah, there are just some things you just have to let it roll and not worry too much about it. And I know that particularly writing modules, because I have a 1.5 experience, Cookie and I both. We were working with some friends on a gaming, all-inclusive one-system gaming module. And every time we thought we were done, somebody, we need to do combat now. Okay, we come up with a decent combat system. Oh, wait, we got to do vehicles creation now. And okay, we do vehicles. Oh, now we got it. And finally got to the point where, everybody's on the verge of burnout. Finally, the guy who was spearheading the project decided he didn't want to be a business. But it was good practice. John Pica asks, any Gem or Power Rangers or Quest cereal fans? Then you really need to see the latest episode of Back of the Cereal Box. Ooh, I loved Quisp and Quake back in the day. Never Never ate a Power Ranger, although I had my eye on the Pink Ranger, if you know what I mean. And Jim, I better move on. Anyway, get a simple version of the game out in people's hands, then do the fancy stuff as a separate campaign setting book. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the only thing is, I think you want to be, I can see where you might want to make the game as inclusive as possible, or just set parameters. Don't worry about vehicles, that sort of thing. Or pre-generate vehicles. And then you can, then again, because I was remembering the DC role-playing game where every module introduces something new and expands the parameters of the game, but they were changing the rules with every new book that came out after a while, and that was getting annoying. So, but I could see, like, okay, like Amazonia, we've got vehicles. We do regular cars, we do police cars, which would be a little more souped up. We might do a SWAT vehicle, just normal stuff like that. And then your first adventure module will have like the supervillain cars, which would be, a little bit more outrageous, or more super characters, perhaps. Not just Amazonia. I can see this happening. So anyway, not overthinking about to scale back on the number of characters in this first one. And from this small press publisher, right now, I'm going to follow what Trish Bankston mentioned. Cut it from 22 characters that can pop up to like 8 or 10. Well, when you look at a lot of role-playing games, except for something like a long-established company like Marvel or DC, you're going to see that they have a lot of these, especially the new scenarios, have like a very, very limited number of pre-generated characters for civilians. And yeah, and then save a lot of that for your your modules, your adventure modules. Now, the one thing is, make character creation very clear. There was a wonderful system for Doctor Who. I want to say, yeah, it would have been in the mid 80s. It was called Time Lord, and it was a terrific system, very effective, and very, very similar to Plus Two. But unfortunately, they gave you no mechanism for creating characters. And that sucks. Everyone likes to create their own characters. Anyway, your boy Hojo is here. Hail, chat. Happy Monday. No, it's not Sunday anymore. Create, edit, repeat. Your boy, I love hearing that. Hojo, I hope you had a great weekend, my friend, and hope you're lined up to get a fantastic week. And whenever I read the nebulizer, I always read Albie's voice like the computer on Courage the Cowardly Dog. So smart, he says, Rick Bradley. Actually, I have been told by the author who it is supposed to sound like. And now I can't get my voice out of my head. And Johnny Mike, also, I have a legit request. The Back of the Cereal Box audio podcast is only 400 away from 5,000 downloads. I would sure appreciate it if y'all would listen to episode 2 on your favorite podcast platform, please. Definitely. And if you have a direct link, John, making the offer, put that on my profile page, and I'll see about sharing it out on some others. Okay? All right, just want to help. And your boy Hojo is hailing Nick Tockard. And for this, a small press publisher, that way the lore can be easily done and I can get it formatted correctly. Nick Tockard, any suggestions on format since you mentioned to look at other release module? And Nick says, hi, hey, Hojo. And Molly Dales, good Monday morning. I'm happy to report the budding author I took to the writers' conference on Saturday is now on fire to finish his first book. That is beautiful. Love hearing that, Molly. We can't have enough good authors. And go and get ready for the blog now. In listening mode, Daphne doesn't take kindly to tardiness. Oh, out come the whips, out come the chains, and then and then Daphne might get mad and not have the positive life-affirming kind of things you do with those things. Anyway, have a great show, Nita. I'll catch you as soon as I can. And no, we want to know, where is Cookie's name on the book? Where is it, Brian? Equal billing for your better half. Cookie's name is on the inside, actually. Cookie, what is her usual line? We were at Big River Comic-Con in Hannibal a few weekends ago, and somebody came through. They were doing a steampunk presentation, and Cookie had her steampunk fez on, or her steampunk hat, and they asked if she would be on stage. And I was gone at that point. I think I was going to the men's room. What else is new? And her exact statement was, "There is only one attention whore in this family. Brian will be back in a few minutes." So, typecast again. So yeah, no, it's on the inside, Joe, where she would want it. Otherwise, and the thing is, if she had her way, she'd probably take it out, but the publisher will make her do it because she gets royalties off those books now too. And Joe D, the game book looked dang near done, as its strength is a quick to pick up intro brawler to the universe. It functions a lot like either a player's handbook or a quick play. Yeah, that makes it. Also, that helps keep the costs down, I think. Okay, here we go. All right, Skunk Rocker. Okay, new battery in the van. Now I can continue with my freaking route. Well, that's always a good thing, Skunk. Anyway, we're glad you're back on the motoring again, okay? And I hope your day goes better from this point on. Rick Bradley says it's 8 p.m. Eastern, not 8 p.m. Central. I mean, we'll probably still be on at 8, because once I start talking gaming, I get really long-winded. Have no idea what you're talking about, Rick. I had Nick, I was looking at next, and Rick happened to be one I'm talking to. Sorry, guys. The second book was served double duty, as both the campaign setting, the day-to-day mechanics of the system are to be handled with the flagship titles. That fosters cross-promotion. We love that. And Charles Millhouse says that Cookie Heads like Marianne, I feel your pain, Brian. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Cookie, when she was editing Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, I'm not making this up. She read it, and she's like, Brian, is chapter 39 supposed to make sense? Well, it did when I typed it out, honey. And oddly enough, she must have done something to it, because I looked at it afterwards, and she's right. It made no damn sense whatsoever. So anyway, that's why she is a good editor, because she doesn't give one single fuck about my feelings. Anyway, my sensitivity as a creator. And since AWF makes a great sort of multiversal brawl setting, if everything takes off, says Nick Tucker. Yeah. And Joe Dog McKeel, Stupid O'Clock, Thursdays at 9 Eastern and Saturdays at 11 p.m. Also regular on Dan Holofield's Last Man Standing, 11 p.m. on Thursday evenings, and 1 a.m. on Sunday mornings. Check all those shows out, because Joe Dog's awesome. Here's a little heads up. I will be posting later today a photo of a celebrity and I from this weekend. They say timing is everything. This one will be classic Joe Dog. Oh, dear God. Oh, and good morning, everyone. Anyway, Joe Dog, we're glad you're here, brother. Hope you're having a great morning. And Rick Bradley says poor Donovan is nervous about tonight as well. He's not as outgoing as I am, but I told him that he would be fine. When we start talking, it will be like any other gaming conversation we have. Yeah, Rick, I keep saying, and I think I told Donovan this, like when I used to do pledge breaks for our local public broadcasting station, I was scared crapless. I really was. I hadn't done any sort of public performance sort of thing since I was in high school, which was a long time before that. Actually, about 11 years before that, now that I think about it. But anyway, we did it because what I did was I ignored the fact that there were a couple thousand people watching at that hour of the night. I was talking to the person behind the camera. And as long as Donovan focuses on you, that'll be good. That'll be good. That'll keep him going. And if I'm available and I can show up, I may have some tricks to help Donovan get out of his shell. And he's got a great personality, as do you, Rick. And this is going to be a great night. So check out R&D Gaming tonight on Rick Bradley's Facebook page and his YouTube channel. And be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel to encourage those guys to keep going, okay? And John B. Pike, Ryan, now that you are getting into the fandom, check out the movie starring Billy Zane. Best comic to film adaptation ever. If it is not the best, John, I think it is one of the best, and certainly in the top 5, if not top 3. Rocketeer being another one. But yeah, Billy Zane. Ryan, if you're listening, please say you're listening. It is to show Billy Zane's commitment to the role. He realized that if he wore the hit piece of the Phantom, that his hair, which was luxuriously long, would interfere with the smoothness of the thing. So he shaved his head for all the scenes where he'd have to be the Phantom. He filmed all of his Kit Walker stuff first, then he filmed his Phantom lines. It's also the very first film appearance of Catherine Zeta-Jones. Plus, it is a great David Koepp screenplay. And it's got humor. It is the last appearance by one of the greatest actors in TV and film ever, Patrick McGoohan, one of my favorites. Check out the original Prisoner and Secret Agent Man or Danger Man. And it's genius. It is a genius movie and very entertaining. And I think it suffered from one of the worst promotional campaigns ever. Nick Tucker says, and folks, I'm having this chat with Joe D publicly, so folks have a chance to glean the background of game design. Ryan, says Glenn. And Rick Bradley says, I'm going to be selling those books at Heroes for Kids Comic-Con July 16th in Perryville, Missouri. Come see the Rising Tide. I will be there. I believe Amy Hale will be there, Kathy Jackson, Lacey Lemke, Molly Daniels, hopefully Jackie Nelson, a whole bunch of our regulars. Hopefully they all show up. And Nick Tucker, hi Joe Dog. Sorry, I still can't trust your QR links. It is done in respect for skill at shenanigans. I understand that. No, I checked, Nick. I will say I checked out the QR code. It took me to the HalloCon page. So, and no, the campaign is not live until May 20th or 22nd, depending on if I have to host my own launch broadcast or not. Well, you should. Well, actually, talk to. Talk to me if nothing else, or get on a series of them. Let's build up this momentum, brother. And John, I love Quisp cereal, says Molly Daniels. And Quisp is back on grocery store shelves, $1.99 at Kroger's. Now, regularly? Or is this a limited time run? Quisp was delicious. It was really good. I liked it. Also like Quake. That stuff was good. I used to like Kaboom a lot too, from General Mills, I think it was. But I had some. They still make it, but it just doesn't seem as good as it used to be. I think they cut back on the sugar or something. I have a vague memory of Jem. I think I watched an episode or two. I used to watch that show occasionally. I liked it. And I think my last Saturday morning cartoon was Kid Video, probably, Molly. And Rick Bradley, the thing I love about the classic Marvel RPG was how it was so easy to create your own things. The system made it easy to have balanced homemade vehicles, weapons, powers, and the like. I still love that system. I did too. And the DC thing was good up till the point when they started, we need to change the rules every month. That didn't fly with me. No, I've seen some others that I think the gameplay is even more balanced. I want to say Mutants and Masterminds, but it's one that takes 1d20. And it is so balanced that I was in a Gen Con demonstration of it. I was playing Blue Beetle. Or no, Martian Manhunter. That was another thing. I was playing Martian Manhunter. Excuse me. And I could go toe-to-toe with characters that were more powerful than I was and still had a fighting chance, as opposed to something like Champions or the DC role-playing system, which was the terms were based on agility and speed. So in this case, the Flash always went first, as did Superman. And characters like Guy Gardner or Blue Beetle or Booster Gold didn't have a chance to really make a dent in the battle. See, that's the problem with it. And Nick Tucker says from Decimal Small Press Publisher, having these public talks about generates interest in gaming in general, the product itself. These chats help the creation. That's good. And Comic Book Black Belt, good afternoon, Brian. Good afternoon to you, Russ Leach. Check out, if you get a chance to check out the latest Doctor Who magazine at Books A Million or I said Walden Books. That dates me. Or Barnes & Noble. Check out the latest issue, because Russ has taken over the art on the comic book section, and it's gorgeous. Flat out gorgeous. And I hope you're feeling better today, my friend. He was also checked in yesterday on Sunday Funnies with Randy Zimmerman on the Region 2 network. And we're always glad to see you, Russ. Hope your day is going well, my friend. And William A. Bove, now my day is going well too. And hi, Brian. How are you and everyone? Much super congrats on the new book, Brian. Thank you, William. Wow. Love you, man. Yeah, I had a premiere 2 weeks ago, and I've got another premiere this weekend. And we're making it happen, brother. And John B. Pike, my connection keeps dropping. Well, make it stop. Make it stop. It'll stop dropping at least. And hell yeah, William, we got this. And if only I had Nick's energy. If only I had my energy. And Michaela Jade, editing is not about your feelings. It is about making you the best damn writer you can be. Amen, sister. Amen. That's it. It is not about our egos. It is about the work. It is about the work itself. And putting aside your ego to improve the writing. Michaela has nailed it there. And right, Michaela, says Carl Witzman, that's why editors are so fussy about the ending, you know. And Met BZ this last this last week. Pompous Donkey is all I will say. William and I were at a show last fall where he was there for about an hour and already started calling around to other cons to be picked up and to leave. I think he knew something we did. And Leah Thompson is the sweetest angel. Oh my God, I'm still in lust with her. I really am. Don and I got registered for Halicon this October. See some of you there. I got registered too. And we are gonna bring Calgon with us, but we will be staying at the motel. So anyway, because it's only fair. And Michaela J, dang, I just made a list of all the books we are working on in 2022. Holy spins, about to go bananas. Yeah, it's like you said you were in line to be in about a dozen books. I'm not far behind you. I really am not. Rick Bradley says, I think novel will be all right after a bit. I went over the questions we were going to ask each other and the audience. We definitely want audience participation for the show. And it's not just video games. We will talk tabletop role-playing games and miniature war gaming. Oh, beautiful. And Michaela Jane said, just check my Amazon ranking. My book, Warrior Secret, went from the 3 millions to 345,000. Rising. Hey, that's what matters. That's what matters. And a couple of my books went up over the weekend, too. I was talking to Tommy, Michaela, and I said, if nothing else, we were talking about a novel I've got in the queue for Prose Press, and I said, you may have noticed I may have sold a few copies of the Blue Circle, and he's like, well, good. We can use that. I said, if nothing else, I may not be the best writer around, but by God, I know how to promote and I know how to sell books and I make deadlines. And I said, I'm proud to be a hack. And he said, you are a good hack. So that's gonna be on my tombstone now. You are a good hack. Anyway, cool, Michaela. Michaela is cool. She is. And Radio Retro Future, glad to see you here. Looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Just coming by to say hi. Managed to sell out my novel, The Wrench in the Machine, this weekend. Managed to sell out my novel, The Wrench in the Machine, this weekend on Elfia in the Netherlands. Looking forward to Wednesday. So am I. Check out Radio Retro Future on YouTube. Brilliant channel. And check out his links. Brilliant. We're going to talk about world building, I think. And so y'all check in and bring your questions with you. Comic Book Black Belt says, getting your thanks. Just got the brief for issue 588. Oh my, you're going to love it. Brother, just knowing I got a friend that's drawing it makes me happy. And plus, I know I don't know if you considering how far ahead you have to work. I love Jacqueline Rayner. She, there is just, I don't think there's any medium she can't write in. I know she was like a script editor or a book editor for BBC Books during the Paul McGann line when Paul was the last doctor around. And then I know she's done a number of comic stories and written a couple episodes of the TV series David Tennant. So yeah, I see your two names on there, and I'm like, man, this is worth the money here. So seriously, loving it, Russ. Not just because you're on it. Well, that helps. Anyway, I'm glad you're feeling better, my friend. And congratulations, Radio Retro Future. Rick Riley says a good editor will boost your ego while helping you fix your mistakes so you can put your best foot forward. The ego boost will be a nice side effect of seeing how awesome you can write. And that's the thing. Work with your editor. If you and your editor get along and you agree on all the you work and you're gonna not agree on everything, but the thing is, I don't think editors get enough credit for what they do, and I love a good editing. I really do. I mean, like I said, Cookie put me through the ringer, and I had to I think I had to do probably 7 or 8 drafts of my story, but it was worth it. It really was. And sorry, 578. Wow, Russ, wow, he's working way ahead. Maybe he knows who the next doctor is going to be. If you know something I don't, slip me a clue. And Ace Bonnie sipped some coffee saying words will be easy. Thank you. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. You're right. Oh my God, Ace Bonnie, thank God you were here. Always thank God you're here. And John B. Pike, my picks for April: Rocketeer, The Great Race #1 by Stephen Mooney, and Captain America #0. I reviewed Rocketeer, The Great Race #1 by Stephen Mooney. That was a good book. That was a seriously good book. And I'm going to check out Captain America Zero first chance I get. Had my editor on the front of my book. Ooh, very cool. Very cool. That is awesome. Check out Comic Book Black Belt. Please sign up for that YouTube channel when Russ Leach gets a little, probably feeling a little bit better and a little more photogenic. He will be back showing you how he draws so beautifully. He really does. Michaela Jade says, "Yep, got to fix the ending. Got to finish it off right like a great author." Exactly. That's just you. That's just how you are. And now for something completely different and outstanding, check out Jeff Lemire's Little Monsters. Amazing book. Oh. That looks good. That sounds good. Let's see. Well, John and I, like I said earlier, let's see. I got both covers actually. I got the. I forgot I got all that. Anyway, I got Memoirs of an Angel from Brian Romman this weekend, so I'm looking forward to reading that and seeing if I can review it and make Brian cry or something while he's hacking up his lungs. Anyway, check out the current campaign for the nebulizer, and Carl's tapping his foot for Michaela. Someone's in trouble. And Brianna K. Wheeler says, "The first time I've ever worked with an editor, it was a strange experience, and I don't think I was a good client, but I stuck with it, and now it's one of my favorite steps in the writing process." Brianna, same with me. I had to learn to embrace it, and I have been fortunate to have, I think, some most fantastic editors. Michaela's helping me on something right now. She's terrific. I've worked with Charles F. Milhouse, Michael Urey, Roy Thomas, a whole bunch of really terrific Jim Beard, John Bruning. And I would say I'd say there's only a couple of editors that I've worked with that I have no interest in working with again because I didn't learn anything from them. But every time I get edited by one of these really, really good editors, I learn something in turn, and that makes me easier to work with on the next whoever edits me next. But yeah, there was a point in time when I came out of high school, I was a much more skilled writer than a lot of my peers, and I knew it, unfortunately. I got my comeuppance with one of my rhetoric teachers in college, where she said, "I want you to write like a 4-page article in longhand, of course, and on any subject, and turn it in, but do 2 drafts." And I thought, I'm hot crap. I don't need 2 drafts. So I did 1 draft, turned it in. I got an A-. And I remember the comments. I still have it somewhere. She wrote, "Great article, Brian, but if you'd done a second draft, I'd have given you an A+. I'm like, crap, I got caught. So that was the first step in learning to love the process. And the thing is, I treat editorship when I do it for other people. I had somebody recently who, it was one of their first books. I think it was their very first novel that I worked with them for Prose Press. And the first thing I did is I established with the person, because I savaged his manuscript. I mean, I added like 20,000 words to a 35,000 word manuscript with my corrections. And I told him, I said, "Here are my corrections. We can talk about anything, but from this point on, I am not just your editor. I'm your partner. We are going to work together to make this the best work that we both can be proud of. And you will make the final decision, but I will give you all the guidance based on whatever more experience I've got than you have." And it turned out to be a really good book. I'm really proud of the author, and I'm proud of that book. So anyway, Nick Tucker says, "New Doctor predictions. He will be an attractive, quirky British man of likely northern accent who radiates joy but carries an inner darkness." I would say I agree up to the point of man. Because I remember this slipped out. Russell T. Davies had to prepare a brief for the BBC about basically a tagline for his new version of Doctor Who, and he used feminine pronouns. So I have a feeling he's going to continue with the female idea. I would love it. There are people of color. There are women people who Jodie I mean, Jodie knocked out of the park. I'm just so sorry to see her leave so soon because I was really enjoying her performance, as I've enjoyed all of them. But yeah, I think the quirky will work too. And Brianna, me too. My first editor was a tough process. Yeah. And Rick Bradley says, if you get a good editor, someone you can finally talk with in depth about your story. I know I would try to talk to the family about Marvin's Night Out, and they would listen, but there was no back and forth. Well, some people, I call them civilians, Rick, and it's tough for them to talk literary stuff because they have no idea literally how the sausage is made. Okay. This is the ugly part of it, the editing. But it's easy, like I could talk with you about it. I could talk with Michaela or Brianna or any number of the people here because we've gone through the process and we have a common language. I admit that talking about my writing got a lot easier with Cookie once she started editing my stuff. So that worked out well. Brianna K. Wilder says, it is not something you can really prepare yourself for, huh? I knew it was going to happen technically, but experiencing was different than I imagined. Yeah. It's like that old saying, Brianna, about no plan survives contact with the enemy. Yeah. Except the editor is not your enemy, or shouldn't be. I mean, I've heard some horror stories about some editors. And I've got a couple of them, but I don't go back to them. Anyway, but yeah, it is something that you can't really prepare yourself for. But when you get that great back and forth with a good editor, it's priceless. I mean, it makes the experience more enjoyable and you get a better product. Man, I'm just not feeling today. It's been a really rough morning and I don't want to drive this show down with negativity. I'm going to go, y'all. Have a good day. Scott Crocker, just know we love you. Okay, man. I mean that seriously. You are loved, my friend. And we hope your day gets better. Seriously. And as Les Brown says, remember, trouble has not come to stay. It has come to pass. So power through the day, Skunk, and know that we're here for you. Okay. And photo posted, check it out after the show. Oh, will do. And I can get behind this. John B. Pica says next doctor should be Helen Mirren. Yes. Oh, hell yes. Her or Joanna Lumley, who has already played the Doctor. You know it. Yeah, I think I can see either one, Helen Mirren or Joanna Lumley. Because they both rock. And they're getting, I don't know about you guys, but I think both of them are getting hotter the older they get. Seriously. And seriously, you can tell those women do not have a single to give anymore about petty things. I would love to see, oh my God, either one of them working with Russell T Davies scripts. Yeah, seriously, John, I'm 100% behind that. And sending you all the 4-leaf clovers, Skunk Rocker. We love you. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you so much for that. And with that, now I'm going to urge you. Now, my friends at Ragin' 2 have a show. And they sometimes interview people, or sometimes it is artist Daphne Lage and a creative wizard Nita Lanning just jawing about whatever's on their mind. It's always entertaining. You're gonna love it. I seriously think you ought to go over there once we're done here. And would Doctor Who fans be on board if Michael Sheen got a turn playing the Doctor? I see nothing wrong with it. He's a definite worthy candidate. I really do. I think that's a great choice, actually. I'm trying to think actually who I'd like to see come back. And I say come back is I want to see Matt Smith come back. Now, he said a few years ago, while Jodie was in charge, that Doctor Who was the best job he ever had, and he'd love to come back. I'd like to see him play it, but differently. Okay? And we all know the Doctor can choose his faces. So Glenn Fleming says, I'd like to see Joanna play the Doctor with we don't use that here in America, and stuck to her face holding a bottle of champagne. I could see that. Get a little ab fab action going on there. But no, I've been in lust with Joanna since she was a Bond girl long time ago. She was in on Her Majesty's Secret Service. She was the one that wore the round glasses, I believe. And then she went on to the New Avengers as Purdy. And oh my God, she was awesome. She kicked ass in that one. It was so good. John Pica says, I've heard rumors that Hugh Grant has been cast as the next Doctor. I have heard those too, but as of the moment, they are still rumors. And, there's something about me that, I got this feeling of I'm about to say condensation, but no, condescension about the first time around when his name came up. Like, I'm a movie star, I don't do television. Well, now it's different. Anyway, but no, I've heard that too, and I'm hoping it's someone else, to be honest. Now, that's not to say Hugh Grant couldn't do it. And sometimes an actor will surprise you with his range. So anyway, I've only seen clips, but every actor playing the Doctor seemed to have a blast with it. And seriously, they do. And, and Brianna, what makes me happy about a lot of this is that you see people like Christopher Eccleston, who seems to have had a bad experience, mostly with the behind the scenes stuff, which I get, of playing the Doctor, but he loved the character itself. And according to what I'm reading now in interviews with him, he is just having an absolute ball with Big Finish playing the Doctor, and he's embracing it. And now he is doing conventions. Like, Paul McGann didn't do conventions. I read somewhere years ago that Paul McGann has serious stage fright. He used to do stage, and it would be devastating to him. That's why he switched to TV and film. But he didn't want to do conventions for those same reasons. But now he's doing conventions. And I love it, because I know it's a cash grab for the celebrities, but it's also a chance for them to feel the love that a lot of us have for these characters. I got to meet two of the Doctors a long time ago, Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy. Wonderful gentlemen, and who've given us so much great entertainment, and not just in Doctor Who. Oh, by the way, saw this morning that, speaking of Big Finish, that they are starting 2 new lines, as if they didn't have enough Doctor Who lines. They have a line they're going to start with, the Fugitive Doctor. And also, I know I can't pronounce his name right, so I'm just going to say the guy that played the Master for Jodie Whittaker, he's getting his own adventures. Yes. Good stuff. And yes, Nick Talker, Joanne Lumley was Sapphire from Sapphire and Steel with David McCallum, which was a good show. I forgot about that one. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, that was her. She was also in The Curse of Fatal Death, which, if you have not seen it, Nick, you've got to. Joe Dog McKeel, I would love to see another Jodie in the road. Jodie Comer. I'm not as familiar with her, but I know the name. That would be good. Rick Bradley said the new Doctor will be Robert Downey Jr. I'm on board if it is. He can do anything. And that line between film and TV is all but vanished. That's true, especially now that we've got streaming. We see a lot of movie actors like Tom Hiddleston, all the people who were in the Avengers, finding out that TV, at least as it is now, it can be viable for them. And maybe I should sit down to watch all the Doctor Who seasons in order, but darn, that show is a monster time cost wise. I have a friend who did that. He started with An Unearthly Child, and he went all the way forward, and I'm like, good on you. I don't think I could do it either. But no, it is fun, and I think you come to appreciate the different Doctors as they evolve in their roles. And a number of them are not the same. Like Hartnell is not the same by the time he finishes the role. Colin Baker's not the same. And the thing is, there's some fine acting on there. That it's just Peter Capaldi. I watched some of his stuff. That one speech he had with with Missy and the Master about why he does what he does. And the one with Matt Smith, with Bill Nighy, with Vincent Van Gogh behind him. I mean, I watched that. I don't know how many times I still tear up on that, because that is just such powerful writing. The direction is perfect, and the performers are like blasting all of it out of the park. But I definitely would recommend watching the older shows. There are some really good performances, like Tom Baker, who was a protege of Laurence Olivier, arguably one of the greatest actors of the 20th century. From Genesis of the Daleks, where the Time Lords send him back to the origins of the Daleks. And that's the first one with Davros. And he's standing there. He's got a chance to destroy the Daleks once and for all, change history. And he's standing there arguing with himself as he's holding the two wires that he just has to touch them and the job is done. And he's like, do I have the right to do this? And he's wrestling with his own conscience. And then Peter Davison got some great stuff in his last season as the Doctor. That's just amazing acting. It really is. John B. Pica says, one of my favorite con moments was hosting a Q&A with Sylvester McCoy. What a gentleman, wasn't he, John? What a great time. I would love to see that. And Jodie Comer was in Killing Eve and Free Guy. Okay. I'm there, Joe Dog. I am so there. And yeah, that was mostly gibberish. I need to do my research. Yeah. I do gibberish fluently. You're in good company. And Nicholas Tucker says, well, no one wants to admit that movie theaters are dying as an industry and the system is not supported as instant streaming is, so much more convenient and cost effective. That's true. And yes, there is a unique experience with theater. I grant you that. But I think the system needs to change. They are using a system that has been around for over a century that almost punishes theaters for having success, in that they don't get to keep the money. They send it to the distributor, who holds it for a month and sends them back 10%. Then the next time they send them like 20%. And that's criminal. That is absolutely criminal. How would you like to do your job? I mean, even as a 9-to-5 wage slave, it's still better than that. How would you feel if you, in week one, had to send your entire paycheck to somebody and you don't get paid any of it for a month, and you only get 10% of it back, and then the next month you get another 10%, and then another 10% after that? That's why the cost of the food there is so jacked up in most places. It's I think especially now we are seeing how that system cannot sustain itself. And it's a shame because, yes, you get in a great theater, you get in a theater with, all the comfort and all the great people around you that are responding in the right places. There is nothing like that feeling. But it punishes the theater, I think. Anyway, Nick Tucker says a free streaming service called Pluto has a cycling Doctor Who channel. That's true. That's true, and it's great. And Brianna K. Wheeler says, it was great talking to you all again. Now I got to go cook food for the family. See you all around. Lovely people. Stay awesome. You stay awesome too, Brianna. You are a treat. We are glad you discovered us. Thank you for being here, and bon appetit. Much love to you and the family. Rick Riley says, I do remember an April Fool's post that had Bruce Campbell as the Doctor. I would love that. I'll tell you something about Americans. J. Michael Straczynski of Babylon 5 was lobbying to be the next showrunner after Chris Chibnall, and I'm like, yes, do this thing, BBC, do this thing. It'll be so good. And Glenn Funding said, I fell out with the Who series when that stupid K9 appeared. Talk about rubbish. I see your point. Can't argue with you. And Nick Tucker, had I the money, I would own a theater that only showed public domain horror movies. Yeah, seriously. Oh my God. Could you imagine actually, where I lived for 32 years, Nick, Champaign, we had a theater called the Virginia. It's now a children's museum, but when I was living about 3 blocks away, there was a couple from Chicago that bought the place and redid the sound system, painted everything. It's one of those old-time movie theaters. I think it's been there since the early part of the 1900s. And they would show themed movies. Either that or stuff that just didn't get a lot of play the first time, like My Dinner with Andre, or you might see like of all things, an Emmanuel film festival, like 3 of the Emmanuel films with Sylvia Crystal, or you might see like All Science Fiction Day, or 2 or 3 Bond films, not first run, but classic stuff. And that's where I saw La Cage aux Folles, the original French version of it. Although I don't speak French very well, ask my French teacher. But yeah, I think something like that would go. I seriously do. And John B. Pica, how about Idris Elba's Doctor Who? In a heartbeat, brother. In a heartbeat. I think he would be amazing. If he doesn't do this, then he's got to be James Bond. And who is like Bond should never be played by an American. I think it would depend on the talent of the American. Why not? We've got all you Brits doing better American accents than we do, Glenn. So I was born here. I was born in the Midwest where we know how to speak proper English. Anyway, but you do like it could be apocrypha, but I have read that Adam West was offered Bond after Diamonds Are Forever. That and I think he could have done it. I really do, because he was a terrific actor. You might not think so from watching Batman, but he was a great actor. He really was. I watched a lot of stuff he did before and after that was just, oh my God, he's so good. And Nick, you could do that today, seriously. And okay, time to make the donuts catch y'all later. Joe Dog, thank you for being here, brother. So glad you were here. Nick Tucker says, I do slightly lament the gender change of the Doctor because he was one of the few male protagonists for decades who focused on intelligence and, most importantly, caring. Exactly. James Strong, that's another good candidate. That's a really strong candidate, so to speak, there. But yeah, I could get behind that too. I like that, John. I think we got their problem solved. Also, do the pre-sign up for Amazonia issue 7, plus you'll get a chance to get the preceding issues. You do want that. Also, don't forget, Zombie from World of Oz is currently funding on Kickstarter. Get on top of that. He's made his goal, so you're backing a winner. Great levels of rewards, and please check it out. It's a super, super story. And Brian Rodman is slowly approaching his goal for the $3,000 he needs to get the nebulizer number 2 off the ground. So check that out. I've pledged to that in Zombie for World, so you should too. And let's get that there. And back to your comments. And Nick Tucker says caring is portrayed as a feminine quality, and I think that is harmful. I agree. I think it should be universal, regardless of gender. And Adam West would have ruined Bond, stereotyped as Batman. Possibly. Yeah, I can't disagree, because I think stereotypes have fallen since then. But then again, you look at a lot of actors who escaped their stereotyping, like Robert Vaughn was not Napoleon Solo forever. He went on to do other roles. It's and the funny thing is, Glenn, it wasn't until Adam West leaned into Batman when he was finally told, do you know how many people love you? You resent putting on the cape and doing these car shows, but do you know how many people genuinely love what you did and continue to do? And the thing is, he was having trouble finding work, but then he not just leaned into it, he embraced it, he kissed it on the lips and gave it tongue. And he never lacked for work for the rest of his life. He was always doing animation voices, live action or live action acting. He was one of the busiest actors in Hollywood. And it's just, accepting that love. That's pure rising tide right there, I think. Nick Tucker says, if you want emotionally mature men, they need emotionally mature role models. Sorry, I know that is an unpopular take. I would put forth the Doctor, either Jodie or any of the other 12, as a good role model. I really would. All right, gotta go fire a ghost tour guide. Uh-oh, that sounds ominous. Well, good luck, John. Seriously. Thank you for being here. Check out the back of the Serial Box Network on YouTube. Check out serialboxnetwork.fun on the interwebs, and also check out johnpica.com for all this amazing man does. So, we are going to take off. Nita and Daphne should be through their introduction by now, and we're going to head on over there too and heckle them. So anyway, let's wrap this up, shall we? Yes, we shall. First of all, we want to say thank you to our sponsors. First of all, let me get up there. Let me get up way up there. Rising Tide Publications. Check out the Terrors later this summer, and also check out our monthly newsletter at risingtide.pub, where you can sign up there for it. For next issue, will go out May 1st, and we'll be working on it this week. So check it out, and we've also got videos in there that we think you'll enjoy. But anyway, we're brought to you by the Rising Tide Publications, and also by Plasma Fire Graphics, on the look of your book matters to you. yes, a great book deserves a great cover, but it's going to need more than that. It's going to take a whole lot of graphics, and Jeffrey Hayes can do it for you at indie creator friendly prices. Check out the Plasmafire Graphics page on Facebook, then zoom on over to plasmafiregraphics.com and check out more samples and contact Jeffrey directly and schedule your appointment to talk to him about your project. As Plasmafire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And speaking of people that matter, thank you to my Patreon supporters. And if you want to help the Rising Tide mission in print and on broadcasting, please consider even $1 a month will help us out so very much. And you'll get access to my twice weekly blog. Every blog deserves a name, as well as if you go in at the $5 level, you'll get to read some of my works in progress. And you'll get to vote on my next project. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. So anyway, please check these people out. Some of them have active Patreon accounts of their own and deserve your love. And if you want to see your name on this card, go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and check out everything we offer in exchange for your financial support. And thank you very much directly. And speaking of Jeffrey Hayes, he did this cover, The Lost Adventures of Captain Hawkland, the Skyhook Remnant, available now for 99 cents from Stormgate Press. That's stormgatepress.com and Amazon. Also check out, as of 2 weeks ago, from Prosade Press, The New Adventures of Blue Circle, with myself and two other great authors, reviving a Golden Age comic book concept that you will love. Crime Fighting by Committee, and available as of this weekend, Major Marjorie. If you love sci-fi, if you like old-time radio, if you love adventure, check out Major Marjorie as she protects the planet from extraterrestrial intervention. And we've got creator Tim Bruckner, as well as Clyde Hall, Jim Beard, and Alessia Kent, as well as myself, edited by Charles F. Milhouse. That's at stormgatepress.com and Amazon. Good stuff there. And your last few comments here. Stereotypes in films are fought by dramatically shifting jobs. Look at Daniel Radcliffe doing Equus. Yeah, seriously. And wasn't the latest film, his latest film with, oh, God, blanking on it, but it's an action adventure. He plays the bad guy. He plays an evil bad guy. Wow. And everyone take care and stay creative. You too, my friend. And hey, don't forget R&D Gaming tonight at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. On Rick Bradley's YouTube channel and his YouTube page. Please check it out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be, if you love trivia, if you love any kind of gaming, he's going to be your man. Check it out. Looking forward to seeing that. And have a good day, everyone. Carl Witzman, thank you for being here, my friend. Check him out on Lulu.com, as well as Donna Carleen. And by all, Nick Tucker, thank you, brother. We'll see you later on. Adrian Johnson, morning, Brian and friends. How's everyone doing on this wet Monday morning? We are moist outside as well, Adrian. Adrian, good to see you a couple weeks ago. Hope you're having a great day, my friend. And take care, all. You too, Ace Bonnie. Thank you for being here, as always. And here we go. And Hood is here. Check out the Hood channel there. And yes, probably so. And I agree completely. Thank you for being here, my brother. And thank you for being here, my brothers and sisters and other relatives. Anyway, hope you have a great Monday. Do something creative. I mean, maybe rain outside, but that's a good reason to stay inside and keep the juices flowing, if you know what I mean. And I'm talking about creativity. Get your mind out of the gutter, people, so my mind can float on by. So anyway, folks, don't forget risingtide.pub for all of me. You can sign up for my free monthly newsletter, as well as keep up on the latest things. And what the heck? You didn't read what I said. I read it earlier. And yes, okay. Thanks, Hood. Anyway, check it out. I read everything before. So anyway, okay. Yes, I see what's going on here. Anyway, so anyway, check us out Wednesday. We are going to have Radio Retro Future on. We're going to talk about world building and creativity, and we'd love your questions. Whether you do role-playing gaming or you're a writer or any sort of creator, it's stuff I think you'll want to know. I hear things outside. Anyway, the weather. Anyway, hope you have a fantastic Monday. Thank you for being here with me. And Adrian Johnson says, when does anyone get their minds out of the gutter? Point taken, especially me, right? I own a mirror. Anyway, folks, hope you have a great, great Monday. Thank you for being here. We'll be back Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central with another Nevermind the Furthermore, live with your comments and Radio Retro Future. And as always, folks, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye. Oh, I got to get to the next part, don't I? Yes, the outro. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
Now on Sunday mornings, longtime independent comics creator Randy Zimmerman brings to you a podcast that talks about the lighter and more whimsical side of comics. The fun side of comics. That's right. Sunday Funnies is back Sunday morning, 9 a.m. on the Raging 2 YouTube channel and on certain Facebook pages. Check it out, won't you? Special guests, great talk, and a lot of fun as we work to put the fun back in funny books. See you there.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at CKOEPP.com today.
Hey, yo, Pops here. Are you looking to be on Monday Madness? Is Monday no good? You need a special edition? Are you looking to be on the first timer spotlight on for you new guys? Launch parties, countdowns, CromCon Monthly. We got it all right here at the Madness Comic Network, providing online promotional services for the indie comic community and proud sponsor of
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
Stormgate Press presents Pulp Reality 2. 10 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Packed with pirates, private eyes, aliens, automatons, villains, and vigilantes. High adventure, wondrous fantasy, mysterious horror, and startling science fiction await. Pick up a copy and be transported to astonishing places and travel to amazing times in the golden age pulp style. This is Pulp Reality 2. Available now on Amazon.com. From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.